guys, welcome back to playing the Royal Romance Book 3, Chapter 8. Disaster has struck at the art gallery and it's up to you to save the show. As always. Because it's always up to us to save the world, pretty much. The Royal Romance. Chapter 8, Artistic License. You call your friends into the sitting room where Francesco still catches breath from his sprint to the chateau. Will said there was an emergency. What happened, Francesco? The gallery. The whole floor has been completely flooded, and it was no accident. No! You think it was sabotage? But who would do something like that? The assassins! I bet it was the attackers or performance artists with their badge. No. This is just the kind of event they target. Was it Bastion investigating a Sons of Earth group? He thought they might have been connected to that video on Five Kingdoms Day, but the investigation didn't turn up any useful leads. Plus, don't the Sons of Earth want more international outreach from Cordonia? If anything, they should support events like this. If not them, then who? The Liberation Corps, perhaps, if they saw this event as a rallying point for the people. That's all the motivation and the need to ruin the party. I'll have the King's Guard secure the area at once. In the meantime, we must cancel the festival. The artwork wasn't damaged, but the flooding is extensive, and it will be possible to repair in time. If we went through with it, everyone would know about the sabotage, and Cordonia would look weak and divided. Hakim begins to pace across the rug. There are representatives from over a dozen different countries here. I promised them a chance to showcase their work. I suppose I have to let them down. Maybe we don't have to cancel. Perhaps I haven't conveyed the full extent of flooding. No, listen, we can spin this as an art installation. We'll say it's an interactive piece about the rising tide of Cordonia's future to raise awareness for the flooding. Is there flooding? I forgot. I seriously forgot, last chapter. I'm gonna say this. Despite the turbulent waves of fortune, we still want to torch a brother tomorrow. That's the kind of message Cordonia needs to hear right now. Ooh, I could spread the word on social media, immersive new installation, blah, 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 one-time only event. The more exclusive it sounds, the better. We just need a trend-worthy hashtag. Hashtag water on the bridge. No. Hashtag total eclipse of the art. Hashtag art attack. I'll keep working on it. I can take point cleanup. I'm guessing most of the people here wouldn't know what to do with the mop and bucket. Those are clean devices, yes. Case in point. If we get the worst of the water out here, at least people won't be swimming in it. And we can hand out rainbows at the door. They have to be fashionable, of course, and color coordinated, but we can say it's all part of the experience. An experienced their king and new duchess will be attending. It's an unusual plan. Madame tout understood your enthusiasm is infectious. I had to ask, why are you doing this? You have no stake in this gallery the way Francesco and I do. Yeah, what's the right thing to do? This is the best way you could. It is the right thing to do. Sometimes that's all the reason you need. Hakim looks around at your group, the quiet surprise in his face slowly shifting to resolve. I'll assign a new cleanup crew right away. Perhaps we can salvage this mess after all. Don't worry, Hakim, we're on the case. Because we are team Royal Romance. I don't know. A few hours later, it's almost time for the opening. Madeline has asked you to meet her in a local boutique. You're late. Sorry, I got a little busy with the whole saving a day thing. I never got back to Maxwell about his list of hashtags. Never mind that. I'll consult with him when we're done here. While you were getting the gallery open back on track, I've been searching every store in the city for appropriately fashionable attire. If the opening is going for, Joelle will be there, which means this is your last chance to impress her. After the festival, we'll be heading back to the capital for a costume ball. Isn't me saving the gallery not to get on Joelle's side? Never count your apples before they ripe. That's a little different in America. My point is, you can't count on her support until she's actually guaranteed it. And if you want to impress an artist, it always helps to dress like one. Or what exactly do you think artists dress like? This. Let me guess, it's black. And she has a modern gown made of distinct but complementary color panels. This is what people, well, I think I have seen some people actually wear this to art gallery. But I'm going with my LBD. Thanks, but this is more my speed. I don't want people to think I'm a walking painting. Madeline, he's a long-suffering son. I can only do so much to save you from your own free will. Thanks, by the way, I appreciate you helping out for... I'm not doing this for you. I'm on this tour, doing this frankly demeaning job for Cordonia's sake. I'm just glad to have you fighting the good fight for us is all. Noted. Now get over to the gallery. The last thing we want is for you to be late. You arrive at the gallery to find the space already filled with nobles, tourists, and local citizens. Each attendee is wearing a pair of rain boots that is surprisingly well matched to their outfits. Well, don't forget your rain boots. Hannah comes up to you with a pair of boots. These are a perfect fit and they look great. I want to see them. All these childhood lessons on color theory have really come in handy. Though there are still a few inches of water on the floor, the guests seem to be taking this dry. You join King Ryder and your friends to the center of the gallery. Ready to say a few words? Let's do this! Ryder raised a hand to get the crowd's attention. One by one, the onlookers fall silent. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to extend my thanks to our host and to all of you for coming to partake of the finest art Cardonia and her friends have to offer. By now, I'm sure you all noticed the largest installation. He lifts a one rain-booted foot and sets it down with a gentle splash. A few visitors chuckle and Ryder glance at you encouragingly. This interactive exhibit was created by an artist who asked to remain anonymous. There are intrigued murmurs among the crowd. You spot Francesco and Mona watching the guest reaction. This piece and its art motives are yours to interpret. We hope you spend some thinking about it throughout your stay. And above all else, enjoy the show! Embrace your inner artist. Bon appetit! I'm gonna say that. Bravo! Most of the crowd applauds enthusiastically, Francesco included. Some of the guests began examining the watery exhibit with newfound interest while the rest dispersed among the paintings. That went better than expected. Mission accomplished. You know, I think this is the first for us. We've been all over Europe, but we never done a museum or gallery tour. Where should we start? How about right here? Y'all turn to study the colorful modern painting beside you. Okay. It's a bunch of shapes, or am I missing something here? That's part of its charm. It's bold, hard to categorize. It takes real courage to create a piece like that. Forget who made it or why. This does about using your imagination. It's like cloud watching. Is that a dude's arm or a plane wing? You decide. Art is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, I'm with Ryder and Maxwell. Why do I have to choose? I don't know. I like Maxwell's take on it. This kind of art can be wherever you say it is. And I say it's awesome. I have to respect whoever made it. As simple as modern paintings look, I always found abstract styles the hardest to master. Hannah, you've been holding out on us. I'd love to see your work. Do you take portrait commissions? I didn't really keep up with it after I finished my lessons. I have a decent grasp on the fundamentals, but my teachers have always said the paintings needed more heart. Aw, Hannah. You take her hand and give it a comforting squeeze. You got plenty of heart. Your lessons just didn't give you much chance to use it. It has been a while since I visited a gallery. Maybe I could find some inspiration. I saw a classic landscape by Parsons that I think you might like. While Ryder, Hannah, and Maxwell wandered off, you spot Drake staring intensely at a sign on the nearby wall. What are you up to? Trying to get the hang of this whole modern art thing. He points at a rectangular sign hanging over a doorway. White letters on a green background spell out the word X. Drake, you need to get out more. I like this better than the other one. At least it's got something to say. Like maybe we all got an exit. I can't tell if he's being serious or being sarcastic. Maybe we all got an exit at one point or another. Sometimes an exit is just an exit. Drake, that is deep. You never know when you'll have to exit the stage of life. As what Shakespeare would say, all the world's a stage. I love that quote by him. As you both stare at the sign in a deep contemplation, another visitor walks up through the door beneath it. Oh. Or maybe it's just an exit. Maxwell can never hear about this. Hear about what? Nothing. Gah. The secret of how much we like that painting. We randomly point out an oil painting on the wall. We used to have a lot of big paintings like that all over the house, but Mom and Dad moved them all to the study after the Great Catch-Up incident of '96. What happened? What did you do? You sprayed ketchup on it. When I was a kid, I was messing around in the dining room. Let's just say some Rembrandts are a little redder than they were supposed to be. Bertrand, I always wonder why our parents became so protective of those paintings. Bertrand strolls up to your group, glass of lemon water in hand, and as though he's only been gone a few minutes. Bertrand, where have you been? I have been out, handling few my affairs. With my help. Yes, even though I freed up a great deal of time by handling press duties to Madeline, Max has constantly insisted that I share my remaining duties with him. I came back to assure that all the affairs I trusted to him are in order. That voice. Wait, you willingly trusted Maxwell? Is this so you could... Mm-hmm. It's for, his health. Yes, precisely. Gotta keep limber these days. Uh-huh. What I do with my free time is none of your business. I understand. Just let me know if I can help in any way. That'll hopefully be unnecessary. Now then, I need to get back to pursuing, or attending to my affairs. You mean checking in with me? Yes, and nothing's on fire. In fact, it's a bit damp, which means you can see my expectation. But graduate approval has never felt so good. Before you go, is there any advice you could give me to help win over Joel? Oh, of course. Even as you surround yourself with advice, it's only natural you still want my wise counsel. Let's see, when talking about art to an artist, you want to be as critical as possible, and along with your honest feedback with them, help correct their mistakes and they respect you. You want me to win her over by being harsh. I mean, being critical is not always about being harsh. Isn't that how one forges the strong bonds of friendship? I mean, that explains a lot. It's a social technique that has been passed down through House Beaumont for generations. But if you excuse me, I really do have other business to conduct. Bertrand takes a sip of his drink, then promptly excuses himself. Best to let him go. Max, are you okay taking on Beaumont duties? Is Bertrand actually okay? I'm checking on you. I know I make least organized look like an aspiration, but I want to do what I can to help Bertrand out. I know it'll be difficult, but I should face this challenge and grow with it. You know, you don't have to do it all alone. I promise I'll come to you if I need anything. Perfect. I also noticed something over your shoulder. There's Joelle. Gosh, be late for her own gallery opening. It's time to shine. Just remember what Bertrand said. Actually, don't remember what Bertrand said. You go in there and be your true self, like a true artist. You shuffled the crowd to Joel's side. Ahem. The Benevue, Duchess Will, what show this has turned out to be, no? A devastating act of sabotage, a desperate last-minute repairs. A triumph of a success opening despite the odds. I must admit, the whole business has led to air of intrigue to our humble gallery. I'm glad the water didn't keep anyone away from the art. One should never let a little physical inconvenience get in the way of a sublime experience. So are you just admiring the works or thinking of some new pieces to take home? If I make a fast to artistic vanity, I'm actually watching a crowd. People's reactions to the work are far more genuine when they don't know it was made by the lady of the house. It is true. Do you happen to remember what I was painting yesterday? Yes, that apple. Take a closer look at two unattributed paintings on the wall in front of Joelle. No, she was painting the still life. Sister, very well spotted, Duchess Will. Let's just say I had a feeling about that one. When you look at this painting, what does it say to you? Let the essence of the image move you to speech. I mean, it makes me hungry. It reminds me of, the human soul, no. To appreciate the little things, the apples are delicious. I like the last two options. But honestly, I really do think the last option is true. Like, yeah, all she painted was just an apple. And most people will be all like, it's just an apple. What's so special about it? But when you really look at it and when you really think about it, it really does make you appreciate the little things. The small things, like an apple. Things like this apple, they don't last forever, but there's still beauty in them. That's worth remembering. It is like you read my very thoughts. That's precisely the sentiment I had in mind while I labored over the canvas. You picked an important subject. Some people consider still lifes to be passé. Why bother with such a simple scene, no? But after the recent tragedy at the Royal Orchid, I want to commemorate what we lost, reminding people what we are fighting for. That's very noble of you. I suppose that depends on your perspective. Some believe that true art requires meaning, while for others it's essential that our work excites the senses. If you ask me, art exists to be beautiful to inspire the viewer. I'm gonna say this. If it doesn't dazzle the eyes, then what's the point? I'm all for dazzling, but when it comes to art, appearances alone aren't enough. It might seem like a trivial activity in such dark times, but in moments of crisis, art is more essential than ever. It gives people something to strive for beyond survival. That was always the point of contention between our family and the King Father. Hakim and I don't just want Cordonia to remain stable and peaceful. Those are blessings, not true limit. But our kingdom can do so much more than survive. I'm curious whether King Ryan will lead Cordonia in a different direction. Joel gives you a long appraising look. But if he appointed someone as successful as you as a duchess, he must have good intentions. We're both trying to do our best by Cordonia in our own way. If you weren't here, you wouldn't be here. Now I think I've avoided my other guests for long enough. I'll see you around and do enjoy the rest of the festival. You too. You head back over to Hannah and your friends. How things go with Joelle? I think we're really connected if I'm the same creative wavelength. Hey, if she asks to paint you, you should get her to do a official House Winchester portrait. There's no portrait happening, but I think she might be coming around the wedding idea. If you're done talking to Joelle, do you know what that means? We get to escape this art maze. You can check out the rest of the festival. Can't you smell the food outside? You hear a rumble beside you and Maxwell puts a hand on his stomach. I just realized how long it's been since I had breakfast. Well, this could be our chance to sample some entrees for our wedding. Where else are we going to find such an incredible variety of foods to try? Food! As fun as it sounds, we do need to check in with Hakeem about the International Art Association. What do you think, Will? Food! I think food! This is an opportunity to pick out a delicious entree for you and Hannah's wedding. Food, food! The food smells amazing, but I better go see how Kim's doing. You guys going ahead, okay? You sure? Yep, duty calls. We'll eat extra serving in your honor. You wouldn't have done that anyway. But now we're doing it for Will. You guys are hella cute. While your friends disperse among the festival stands, you search for Hakeem. You finally find him chatting with Francesco, a dish, moussaka in hand. Hello, Hakeem. Enjoying the festival? Absolutely. This moussaka is almost as good as the one I had in Greece. And so the humble Italian moussaka falls farther down your list. Don't look too down, old friend. That saltimbocca we had to roll would never be topped. Words. It would be a natural shame if it ever is. Now then, I'm sure you two will want to discuss Cordonian matters together. Arrivederci, right? I probably brought you everything. Francesco waves goodbye and plucks another sample from the table on his way out. Hakeem turns to you. This is Will. Thank you for helping my wife at the art gallery today. It was no problem. Joe's a bright side for mine, but your wife's... Don't say that. Isn't she? It's one of my favorite things about her. You know, when we first met at college, the first thing she said to me was that she wanted to change the world. It wasn't exactly love at first sight, more like love at first ideas. So about the International Art Association, don't worry about it. Huh? You stepped in to rescue this festival even when you had no guarantee that doing so would earn my support. To be honest, I still don't know what Francesco's decision will be. But you've done more than just help my wife's gallery today, Will. You proved that you were willing to give without the promise of anything in return. That's the kind of leadership Cordonia needs right now, and for that I believe I should return a gesture. Does that mean... I'm not entirely sure how different Ryder will be from his father, and I cannot speak for the rest of my family. But I will attend your wedding and support the crown. Whoop whoop! Yes! Thank you, Hakeem. This means a lot to us. Joelle sways up to Hakeem, her attention absorbed by the delicious food on her plate. Darling, have you tried the Tom Kha guy? It's heavenly. You must plan a trip to Thailand to taste the local variations. Hello, dear. I was just telling Will I'll attend her wedding. Does it mean Francisco will support our application? No, my dear. I decided to go because the assistance Will provide today to the festival and to you. You cherish me too much. Impossible. We'll be honored if you join us at the wedding, Joel, please. I suppose the Swiss Alps can wait. I do love a beautiful wedding. Yes. We'll make sure it's unforgettable. And after hearing your insights today, I'll be remiss not to support such a cultured woman. Joel, I'll never forget this. Carol will be glad you're both coming. We'll have a I'm gonna say that. You'll have a long-time ally and a fellow duchess. That sounds wonderful. And I hope you consider yourself our friend. Absolutely. One of the chefs had a soft finishes in a dish, the sizzling aroma waste past you. Oh, I adore the smell of onions and garlic. Me too. Joel drifts over to the stall to pick up a sample. I believe that's my cue to depart. Look forward to the wedding wheel. Hakeem shakes your hand before trailing after his wife. After he's departed, Kiara walks up beside you, cotton candy cone in hand. Had my parents finally give their verdict? Father hinted at supporting you after the galley, but my mother was not the most easily swayed. They love me. Hakeem's promised me his support, and so has Joelle. She flipped. That's wonderful. And with your brother, that makes a whole family. I'm impressed. Across the path, Ezekiel and Penelope sit by the fountain together, chewing the pastries. Merlin and Morgana paw their legs. Cute. So, Ezekiel and Penelope seem to get along. Do you think your parents will let Ezekiel be a veterinarian? Is there anything in your house? I'm curious about those two. I'm glad to see them headed up. I wish I thought to get them in touch with each other sooner. Maybe you'll see them together more often, around the dinner table perhaps? Possible they never escape the poodle talk. If they keep it up, you might have to put them in the doghouse. Mon Dieu, not you too. Ezekiel Penelope waved Kiara over. She takes a deep breath. I will attempt to steer these two together. I must see for the attendant. Well, I'll see you back at court. A buntat? I don't know how to say that. Back at the estate, after the festival has drawn to a close, you find Hannah reading a book in the sitting room. What you got there? Oh, sorry, I guess I was a bit enthralled. It's Pride and Prejudice. It's a favorite of mine. I was brought here as a sense of personal library when I came across... I see no E. I came across it and I found myself wanting to catch up with the Bennett sisters. You know, they're playing the new adaptation of the movie theater in town. Adaptation like a movie? Yeah, exactly. I've never been to a movie theater before. What? Seriously? How? My parents had a home theater where they screened the classics, but I never had time for a real movie theater or anyone to go with me. Oh, I want to go with you. This has to be Sissified. You said they're screening it nearby. How about tonight? Don't do this to me. So cute. I wish I could do it. I know it's my suggestion, but tonight isn't the best. We'll go see it together when things calm down a bit. In that case, I think I'll stay up a while and read. You're welcome to join me if you want. Will you read out loud? If you like. Snuggle up next to Hannah on the couch. You doze off to the pleasant timbre of her voice as she narrates out loud. Hey, well, let's get you to bed. Hannah walks you upstairs to bed. She plants a drizzle kiss on your lips before returning to her own room for the night. Next morning, you head down the steps of the chateau to join your friends as they wait for the royal motorcade. Everyone's bags are packed and ready. Are we out to the capital next? Yes, we should be just in time for the costume ball. Not to be confused with the masquerade ball, the Halloween ball, or the Harvest Moon ball. There are too many balls. My bad. Too many balls? Nonsense. There will never be too many balls. I can't wait to see all the costumes. And if it's, I want to know what the King Father will wear this year. How good, you're still here. I came busting down the steps with a rolled up parchment in hand. Before you go, I wanted to wish my daughter bon voyage. Merci, Papa. And well, as a token of my appreciation for all you've done here, I'd like to give you something from our library. A map? As an American, you might be interested in a time when the Western world knew so little about the continent. I'm particularly fond of the misconception that California was an island. How did they get that wrong? Take as a reminder that our knowledge is never complete. There's always something to progress towards, some greater unknown to uncover. But maybe I've been listening to many of Joelle's musings on the meaning of art. A map. I mean, I wouldn't say I love maps, but it's really thoughtful. You can learn so much about an area by looking at the size of the sea and the surrounding geography. I have to look at them and imagine I was in that spot at that moment in time. You find that the names are period accurate. Even better. But now it seems I must bid you all farewell. The motorcade pulls out outside the chateau before anyone can climb in. Bastien leaps out of the lead car. He pulls you and Ryder aside. What's going on? Your Majesty, it's your father. He's collapsed again. Dang. Dear God, is he okay? The doctors have stabilized him, but he's still in the hospital. Take him to me at once. Take him to me. What fate awaits cousin Lee back in the house? Back in the capital. Find out in the next chapter. Okay, so this chapter was pretty decent. I'm so happy we won over the entire family. We're so magical. So anyways, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of The World Romance. Stay frosty, bye bye.